Yeah, I think that's a very large question, of course, but maybe let me sum up. I mean, according to our US colleagues, when I look at the US, is of course the biggest key challenge is definitely the famous patent thickets, as it's called, so that linked with all the patent litigation and the misinformation. Scaremongering, I think scaremongering is very dangerous. So if some patients get that, information, it's difficult to let go. These are important things, and even in the EU, where we have been already dealing with biosimilar since 2006, we still need to continue educate and inform. I think that's crucial, and we cannot give up on that. It has to be a permanent access to information and new ways of explaining. So that's very, very important. And then, also according to our US colleagues, is that we really need strong incentives for the US, and incentives which are across the different stakeholder groups, and then uptake measures in order that somehow one day really the biosimilars market takes off in the US. But of course it is very complex, but maybe these are the key elements there. It's maybe vague, but those who are familiar with the US environment, they know what I'm referring to. With regard to the EU, as you well know, I think we have a lot of experience. Maybe we have today, with EU approved biosimilars, maybe 800 million patient days, or even 900 million patient days experience, safe clinical experience. So biosimilars are accepted. They are accepted as being safe and efficacious alternative treatments. We also have very good experience with switching. It is regarded as safe. The medical societies and medical communities, they're endorsing that public also more and more. Nevertheless, again, also education has to continue. It's never finished. There are coming new molecules coming out, new biosimilars are coming out. There are new treatment areas where biosimilars are first, and we experienced that when the first cancer biosimilars monoclonals were approved, so we had to restart again in those communities. So it's a never-ending, in fact, approach. It's very important, but certainly now for the key challenge for the EU is now, so biosimilars are broadly accepted. We need really to have now strike a balance between, I would say, short-term cost savings and then long-term sustainability for this industry. It is, of course, very complex, but that's what we have to look at, because, and I think that's also valid for the US, we have to have policies in place which assure long-term sustainability for this industry. Otherwise, they will not further invest into biosimilar development.